If you've ever spent time with millionaires or even billionaires, you'll know that they see the world differently. They have a different way of thinking. They have a different way of feeling. They even have a different way of being. Everything they do is different compared to the poverty-stricken masses. Everything they do is different because they understand the rules of wealth. They understand that getting rich is a skill set. It doesn't happen by chance. It doesn't happen by luck. And it doesn't happen to those who are mentally and physically lazy. The millionaires of the world are millionaires because they understand the principles of wealth. They understand how the markets work, how business works, and how money works. So, I'd like to ask you today, how many of these rules are you breaking? Number 1. The rich believe money is good. Have you ever been around broke jokers before? I certainly have. And do you know what they all have in common? They believe that money is bad. They'll go like, yeah, those rich people. Always stepping on heads and screwing society over. I used to be one of those guys. All until I opened my mind and actually started striving to better my life. Then, things began to really change. The rich aren't rich because they scammed everyone. They're rich because they provide massive value to society. They're rich because they made thousands of people's lives better with their product or service. They're rich because they believe that money is good. The amount of money that you have is simply a reflection of how much value you offer the world. Bill Gates is a multi-billionaire because he revolutionized the entire tech industry. If it weren't for him, you wouldn't be watching this video right now on your computer. Number 2. The rich are proactive. In Stephen Covey's book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, he touches upon a very important concept known within the upper circles of the rich. Covey makes an extremely important distinction between proactivity and reactivity, which very few people ever grasp. The poor are constantly reacting to life. They're always reactive. Oh, I feel so bad. Let me watch TV to feel better, they'll say. I have no money. Let's scramble to get some by taking extra shifts and not sleeping for 2 days straight, they'll say. Big mistakes, you should know. The rich, on the other hand, are proactive. Rather than being blown around like a leaf in the wind, they create their lives. Oh, I feel bad. Let me get to the root of this and solve it, they'll say. I have no money. Let me plan 2 years ahead and get rich, they'll say. Number 3. The rich constantly grow. I was watching an interview with Tai Lopez the other day, and something he said really struck me as interesting. For those of you who live under a rock, Tai is an internet marketer who's known for promoting the value of knowledge and telling people that they should read a book a day. He says, "The fact that people even argue with me on this is ridiculous. When you first learned to speak, did you just follow your gut feeling? Did you just follow your heart? No. You learned from someone, your parents, your teachers, your siblings. Human beings are learning creatures. That's what makes us different. Homo sapiens, us, are the dominant species on the planet because of our ability to pass down information from generation to generation. The rich understand this, whereas the destitute and poverty-stricken constantly fail to see the connection between learning and earning. The poor stop learning after school, whereas the rich continue learning well into old age. The rich spend thousands, sometimes millions, on education each and every year. They purchase video courses, books, consultation sessions, and more. They're constantly growing because they know that the more you learn, the more you earn. This is why the 10 times rule is so important. Lots of people get to a certain point in life, and then they stop growing. Well, how do you expect to become a millionaire if you stop hustling once you're making a measly 6 figures? You can't. You've got to keep growing, and that's something that the rich are especially good at. Number 4. The rich invest in themselves. If you go to a poor person's house, what are some of the things you always tend to see? For starters, they almost always have a really big flat-screen TV, a silver Cadillac that they can barely afford to lease, and a bunch of luxury brands that they bought on credit. Do you know what you'll see if you go into a rich person's house? Probably a lot of the same things, but here's the key. They waited until after they got rich to buy these things. When they weren't rich, they were constantly investing in themselves, buying books, buying healthy food, working out, and spending time improving themselves. In the words of billionaire investing mogul Warren Buffett, ultimately, there's one investment that supersedes all others. Invest in yourself. Nobody can take away what you've got in yourself, and everybody has potential they haven't used yet. Number 5. The rich are process-oriented. If you've ever been in a gas station late at night, you'll know there's always that one dude who's spending his entire day's earnings on lottery tickets. As everyone's waiting in line to buy their goods and get more gas, some dude continues to shell out $20, $30, or even $50 on lottery tickets, in the hope that he'll strike gold. This effectively summarizes the mentality of the poor. They think that overnight successes are an actual thing. They're not. The poor think that people just got lucky, and that some magical event happened that suddenly threw billions of dollars into their bank account. This is not how money works. The rich understand that money comes from processes rather than events. The media likes to glorify the actual event, the going public of a company, the release of a new product, or the kid in his early 20s who just became a millionaire. They focus on the event. The rich understand that if you do the right things, money will come. There's nothing mystical about it. It's literally that simple. Where the poor think that money just drops from the sky and blesses certain oh-so-lucky individuals with wealth, the rich understand that money is a result of causes and effects. There are many ways that the rich are different from the poor, but the most pronounced difference is in how they think. It's incredible how stark the contrast can be between the way that poverty-stricken men view the world and the way that wealthy investors view the world. As you went through the list, ask yourself, how many of these beliefs do I have? You'll likely find that you only have a few, or maybe not even one. That's the good thing, though. Like I said, wealth generation is a skill set. It can be learned, and you can learn it right now. Focus on earning more money rather than just getting by. Always invest in yourself. Learn something each and every day. Read, 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 and read some more. Understand that money is good, and most importantly, take massive action to get what you want in life. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like and comment your thoughts on the matter. Make sure you subscribe, as we have a lot more videos coming out which will elevate your status in life. With that said, see you all soon.